second there, Rhonda. Thought it was a snake or something.
All right, guys, we are recording. So happy July 6th. So we're doing our July team meeting from the Smith and Smittendorf organizations. We're so tickled to have you all here. Want to recognize Miss Ann, our director on our team, Miss Paula, director on our team. That's the directors. Okay, so I want to make sure we're all good on that. So thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. I know it's tough sometimes to do it, and you know, it's always a good thing though. Let's go ahead. Let me share my share screen. Sometimes this thing is so hard to find, but yet it's right up under your nose. You present. All right. So again, welcome to our team meeting. We're so excited to have you here. We're going to jump right on into our recognition. So let's welcome our newest team members. And actually my two are past consultants who have rejoined: Candace Bateman, Adrian Dunnigan, and then Angela Cohen. Is it Cowan or Cohen? Ann. The Ann has recruited and joined her team. So welcome all of you guys. Which way is it, Ann?
Cowan.
Cowan. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So our top sellers over 1250. We had a better month than we did last month. I'm tickled. So Miss Karen. Oh, where is Karen at? I declare. Karen 1509, Tammy 1742, Ariel 2567, Miss Paula $4,079.35, and Miss Ann being our top seller of the month. Woo! 4386.22. So way to go, Miss Ann. Congratulations for doing that. You guys rocked it. Everybody in the team pulled together. So we want to thank all of these folks. Aisha's on the call. Hang on. Rhonda's on the call. Michelle's on the call. So congratulations, you guys. I hope I didn't miss anybody that just come in, but congratulations, because everybody made the team work. And some of these teams, we needed help this month. So you guys rocked it. So there's our Smith personal team stats, 9662. The Tyson or the Mermaid team, 6977. The Nestle Road team, 5133. And the Harrison team, 6092. With our organization sales over 27,000. So you guys rocked it. The directors really rocked it, and like I said, the team, we had some challenges going on, and all our directors needed everybody's help, and it really worked out. So thank you all for jumping in and doing what you do best, which was fabulous.
Hey, oh my gosh. So my turn.
Yes.
So Mr. Allen signed back up tonight.
Oh,
Welcome
wow.
Back, Alan. He just retired from the police department, and now he's doing some other fun things. And he says,
Nice.
it was time to come back. Right, Alan?
Yep, sure was.
Welcome back. He's a busy dad, but living the life now.
That's right.
And I don't know that Wendy or Contessa are going to join us, but welcome to our teams. All right. Oops, I fixed these twice and they moved again. So, oh well. So I want to congratulate everybody who did over 1250 in sales. And guys, our top seller is on the call, and we need a big shout out for her.
Sorry.
Robbie set a goal, and is a personal best for her. And so, Robbie, we're just gonna I just want to hear how did you get this number?
Well, I decided to do a new business launch party, but right about the dash, and I do Ash Awards, and I sent out catalogs, and I just buckled down and contacted everybody I could think of, and here we are. And I wanted to get to level 3 of the fall free-for-all. So.
And it was the shared rewards that really put you over the top.
Definitely. Absolutely.
So how much was your shared rewards? Before,
And then-
before the discounts and then you're commissionable.
It was 4,000 and some was the before discounts, and then 3,000, a little over 3,000 for commissionable.
Wow.
And we started the party with 25% because I kind of pushed some people, and there were some people who didn't really care about the discount. I mean,
Okay,
Wow.
so the key there, Robbie, is you line some people up. So as soon as your show started, you put the orders in, boom, you had enough for a 25% discount for those who ordered after.
yep.
That is smart. That's working it. That's what you need to be doing.
That's
that
that
was Paula's
pre-orders
advice.
that we had talked about, the pre-orders, how important that was. And I said to Robbie, before you start this, you need to have some orders set up before you start your shared rewards. And then people start seeing that there's going to be a discount and they get so.
Uh-oh, Paula, you unmuted. You muted.
Try that again. They get super excited. So if you have that shared rewards set up, you have some orders ahead of time, people just get super, super excited.
Great job, Robbie.
Even if it's just 5 or 10%, they get really excited. So having some orders lined up, make sure when you start your party, I think that's the key.
Let's see, Ann, you did a shared rewards for part of yours too. I know it wasn't your main show, was it? It was kind of a last minute one too.
Yeah, it was a last minute one. It was like 3 days long. And I think, hold on, I'll tell you what the sales were. I was in a push to try to make it to advanced, and it really helped push me over, in my opinion. $775 before the discount. So
Wow.
Hey, 3 days.
I got to
3
say
days.
that part of mine, I did have people come to my house, and I had everything I own on display, and we cooked three or four things during an hour, and
Okay.
yeah, it was a really cool in-person as well as online party.
Nice. Very good. Anything else, Miss Paula?
No, and congratulations to Kelly. Guess what her 2910 was? Shared
Shared
rewards.
Oh, Paula's going to be coughing. Good job, guys.
Most of hers was a shared reward. So she wanted to hit 2,000, blew it away with the shared rewards.
Nice.
We're going to tell
Nice.
you guys later, if you haven't read it already, why you want to do the shared rewards this month.
Oh, she's coughing.
Excuse me. And I want to thank all of you who contributed to our team, to our team sales and our team success. You guys are all appreciated. So thank you so much. And just keep having fun with this. We all know how important it is to stay active so that you don't lose your career sales and have to start over. So this is so important just to see this, and thank you for contributing to our team's success. And on that note, our personal team was almost to 16,000. So way to go, team. That was awesome.
Nice.
Because I didn't do a whole lot to contribute to that this month. Just saying. Last month, just saying.
You're just
But
packing
team,
up, moving your house.
congratulations, 8485. Lisa Harrison's team, 5172. And Kelly, she's rebuilding her team. She has a new team member she signed today. So she's working on that to get her team built back up to be a director team next month. And thank you all for contributing. Our organizational sales were over 32,000 in June. And as I said, I did not contribute a whole lot. I think I did 1350 or something like that. And that's been my lowest month in a long time, but that was where it was.
We all have those months.
And it's fine.
So as Robbie said, she wanted to get to that free for all, right? Because we all wanted that. We're so excited to earn our free products. So congratulations for those submitting 1,000, Tammy and Karen, 2,000, Miss Ariel, 4,000, Paula and Ann, and I was able to hit the 6 this time. So I was tickled to death, and I can't wait for everybody to get all their freebies. It's going to be so exciting. So let's see who got them on Paula's team.
Well, congratulations. Look at that, Miss Robbie. Woo woo.
Yeah.
Hit that 4,000 level. So congratulations. I didn't put myself in there, but that's okay. I hit the 1,000. And I'm looking to see. Dana was going to try to get on, and Kelly both hit level 2. So congratulations to them. And
Yay.
Cynthia was going to try to make it, but I don't see that she's on yet. So, but congratulations to everybody who earned the new products. And guys, oh, there you are, Dana. Yay, shout out to you. Woohoo, she got to join in. So congratulations, Dana, on reaching level 2 and also having a really great month again. Yay.
Thank you.
Okay, we always like to just kind of touch base on some of our up and coming leaders, senior consultants and team leaders. You guys see your names here. So congratulations, everybody, for going that extra mile. Miss Rhonda and Dana are on here, right? So congratulations, everybody.
And Dana, there you are. Yay. Look at this. So love to see those promotions. And remember, as soon as you start building your teams, that not only increases your income, but it really helps other people too. So the one question to always ask yourself, were you ever bummed out that somebody, that you signed up, for some reason you're still here? So just think of what a difference you can make for somebody else.
Okay, we're going to start out tonight with just a little did you know section. So this is something Paula, I thought, oh, you know what? Did you guys really know this? So this, if you go to your STIR and search for communications calendar, it's got the whole year. So when you start looking, you're going to see January, and you just keep scrolling down for the whole entire year. And you click on the month that you're interested in, and it gives you these days. 4th of July, National Simplicity Day, National Ice Cream Day, National Cheesecake Day. I mean, this kind of stuff I never really know about. Paula Nessero is always really good of kind of going in there and looking at this and finding the day, and then you can promote a product on your VIP page or on your personal page to say Happy National Ice Cream Day. This would be a great day to start talking about or to really promote the ice cream maker, for example. So make sure you pay attention to that. And Paula found this in the STIR about the eBiz tools. So hopefully you guys are going in there with your new customers and you're clicking up there in the upper right corner. Well, if you're on your computer, I don't know where it's at on your phone, to add them to a monthly email newsletter. Okay. Make sure you're doing that, because in the mornings you get a copy of what the email is sent out when Pamper Chef sends these out on your behalf. So you get to see it and you know that they're going to get an email later that day for that. So I told her I've always got my emails. I thought they were just mine. I didn't know that it was actually a preview of what our customers were going to get. So Pamper Chef sends these. They're fabulous newsletters. In fact, I just looked at one that was sent a couple days ago that had all these frozen drinks on there that I had never seen with Pamper Chef. So I thought that was really cool that they're look at them, make sure you're subscribed to them, but make sure that you are your customers, because they're sending them out stuff that, hey, that, you might just get an email, you might get somebody saying, hey, I want to get this. How do I go about getting this? And, that's how they're getting this. Paula, anything else you want to add on that?
Just to know, this is something new. So if you all are going, wait, I didn't know this. In April, they started where they actually send it to us in the morning of the day that it's going out to your customers. So that very specific email, if you get it in the morning, you just know that your customers are getting it that afternoon. If for some reason you don't want it to go out, I suppose there is a ways you can change it for that. But if you notice, there is a link. So if you go into STIR, you just search communications calendar and it says, check out this article at the bottom of this post here that we put in the slide to see how the home office emails work. So remember, you want to opt in yourself. You need to make sure you are opted into the eBiz tools if you are a newer consultant. And then also to know that they are sending those emails and you're going to get to preview them in the morning before they go out.
So
So-
Paula put in the chat that the ice cream maker is out of stock right now. So hopefully they're going to get them back.
Is
for
that, well,
National
but
Ice Cream Day.
it's not on the 2-week thing, is it, Paula?
No, it is not, but there's
Okay,
been a lot of
so-
chatter on the director page about it because of it being on certain things that Pampered Chef has sent out. So just keep
Yeah.
trying is all you can do.
So it
Same
hasn't
with the-
popped into the 2-week notice.
Yeah, the cool and serve, the large cool and serve is also in and out of stock a lot.
So that's going to happen this time of year. Like for the grill scraper, it was removed from so some people got a little confused on that, where the grill scraper was removed from the guest special. And they needed to keep enough inventory in it for some of the other, for the promotion coming up in where it's grouped together already. So they had to keep enough in inventory, and they could. So when you see something like that go out, but you still see there's some available, or you could buy it for regular price, you just couldn't add it as a guest special anymore. So those things will happen, just so you know. And if a customer's kind of upset about it, say, well, they're just trying to reserve some for, our host or for our groups. What you got there, Ann?
It's in stock right now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And
Ice cream.
literally, guys, because of this real-time inventory, for any of you old timers, I mean, this just takes getting used to. I know I tried to put something in the other day and it was like, it's not there. And I literally retyped it in and it was there. So sometimes it's a glitch. Sometimes it's the truck is sitting there and or it's already been unloaded. It just hasn't been put into inventory. And remember this, if it is out of stock, go and check the reports, what's it called, Jennifer? Tracking. Somebody give me the
The
word.
product status.
Status alert.
Thank you. Blah, 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 blah. The product status alert. Okay. So under reports and tracking, look for the product status alert. If something is out of stock, go immediately to the product status alert. It will tell you if it's going to be out of stock for 2 weeks or longer. Those are the only things that are going to show up in there. If it's going to be back in the next 2 weeks or less, they will not post it. So that's just really important to know. Yep, Rhonda.
Sorry.
Okay, and I know there's no stupid questions, but this is stupid. Sorry. If I have a past host and she really wanted an ice cream maker, it was out of stock. If she goes straight through my personal website, does she still get her 10%?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she still gets 10% always, no matter who she orders from, no matter when she orders. As long as it's within a year, she will get her 10%, no matter what consultant she orders from or anything. That 10% is attached to her for a year from the
Gotcha.
date her party was submitted.
Got you. Thank you very much.
That was a good question, right?
Sure. Always good questions. All right. National conference is coming up. Here's a couple of dates. Of course, conference date is July 22nd through the 24th. I'm super duper excited. So here's pre-conference shipments. They are arriving now. I just got mine. I think Paula said hers is still out in Timbuktu. Ann, have you got yours? Conference box?
Yes.
Okay. And Paula Smittendorf, you got
Yes.
yours? Okay. So anyway, so y'all be looking for that if you haven't received it yet. So if you, let's see, I'm going to skip over that. All right. So July 15th, we'll get a special email with details about it. And of course, the agenda, if you go to Explore, Thrive is the first thing there. You'll see the actual agenda. So you'll know what time everything is happening. Now, after conference, see, the reason you go to conference is you get to hear everything first and see it in person, so to say. So July 26th, all the announcements will be sent out to everybody if you have not registered for conference. And then August 2nd, the fall business materials samples will be available and the training will be available. And then the conference after stuff will start shipping mid to late August. We should have our products to play with. So just
And
in
your
case you
surprise boxes are
didn't-
shipped
Oh, okay. Oh, then, okay.
then too, because a lot of people go, wait, why don't I get them right
Now,
away? But
yeah.
I do believe
Good
those
point.
are also in that mid to late August shipment.
So if you haven't seen the Stir by chance, the Top Chef competition, they have a competition where you fix a recipe using cinnamon and one Pamper Chef product, and it's got to be done in less than 30 minutes. Make a quick video. It's due this Friday. All the details are in there. So how cool is that? They're going to pick a winner, and they're going to, I forget her name, is going to be making it live. So anyway, super duper nice. I'm excited about. Go ahead.
You don't have to just use one Pamper Chef product, do you?
Right. You just have to use at least one.
Okay.
At least one. Whoop, golly. Okay, so again, our last day to register is tomorrow, the 7th. Yep, Paula, there's her box. So again, why do you want to go? There's major announcements. We get the first out of the box of everything. We get great training because they break us up into individual groups, and we'll be into little Zooms with other people in our same, like consultants are together, upper levels are together. So it's really kind of cool. You do get to pick your topic that you want to train on, which is really super cool. The products, of course, we get to find out what we just earned, Robbie. We have great speakers lined up. They have for us gifts and giveaways, of course, motivation and recognition. It's always fabulous to refuel yourself and kind of reinvigorate yourself for your business. I think I forgot to.
So, and remember, so like Alan, anybody who has signed up since June of last year, even if you were a consultant before, if you signed up recently, you can still register tomorrow for conference. And we both had this discussion today, Jennifer and I, and if you read the fine print, that if you have anybody who is disappointed because they missed the deadline, it was
a deadline or until capacity.
Till it reached capacity, and it has not reached capacity.
Because I just had Candace just signed up, and she signed up for the full experience for the, what is it, 79 for a new consultant.
Yep. So y'all, I mean, get signed up. Alan, we need to get you signed up.
Karen, I saw you joined. Get signed up, girl.
Courtney, are you already signed up?
Let's see. Here's our list of people.
Oh, I don't have any vacation time this year, so.
You don't need vacation time. It's live stream, so you can
do
stuff in the afternoon, the evening, and you're getting
recordings.
You get all the recordings, the things that you can join live, you join live. The things you can't, you don't. And I know last year I couldn't join everything live, but you also will get free products. You'll be in drawings, but you'll have access to a lot of training and a lot of information. And I know when you look at the schedule, Ellen, it would definitely fit for you. When you get home, you can pop it on the computer. It shouldn't be any challenge for you to do some. I have a gal on the West Coast that she can only get in like the super early in the day stuff, and then she can't do anything else. So it's, you know, it works out differently for each person.
Right.
Definitely worth it for you to.
Okay, so let me explain this right in the middle here. It says save the date. So Monday, July 19th. So our national, Sherry Carr, they went to a national meeting with Pamper Chef, all the nationals, and Pamper Chef had hired this chef via Zoom to do a cooking class with them. Okay, so it was really, really cool. So Sherry and some other uplines have gone in together, have hired this chef, and she is going to do a cooking demo for us. And they're actually sending her Pamper Chef tools to use in the demo. So she doesn't know yet if it's going to be 7 or 8 Central, and it is Central time, but that is the date so far that we know of. We don't know what she's doing exactly, but it will be a limited number. And since some other exec nationals are doing it together, as soon as we get this info, you need to go ahead and sign up, because once they've reached their limit, you're not going to be able to get in. But it's only for conference attendees. Okay. So Oh, and all right, Karen, you said you tried, but only the 39 option open. So you know what? Maybe they filled up since Candace did it the other day. So maybe we can't get the full thing. So sorry, Karen.
Yeah, we just don't know. I mean, it
We don't
really
know.
is, I didn't see a notice that they were full yet, but new consultants still can get in, I believe, on the 79, can't they? Or Karen, are you new?
She's new. Yeah.
Hmm.
She said you only gave her the 39 option. Okay,
How
we'll just
long
keep
ago
trying.
did Karen sign up?
No, Karen, you're not. You signed up back the end of last year. Well, end of last year. So you should still get in on 79. Right, Karen? All right, I'll talk about it with Karen, or we'll call home office.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't hit the unmute button.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I had gone on and I was trying to, I did it 3 days in a row. And each time it just kept saying 39, 39, when you had sent that email. And
Okay.
so, because when I signed up, it was November of last year. So I didn't know.
November of last year, still should have gotten the special price. So maybe they
Am
have
I-
gotten filled up.
Am I able to call you offline? I'll give you my card information. And then if you could do the 79, I'd really like the 79 if you could.
It won't let me do it for you because it recognizes me as being registered.
Oh, okay.
So the only thing you can do maybe is call home office and ask them if they're full.
Okay.
Would
And
be
just
my
say,
suggestion.
because I fell within the new, maybe they would let me do it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rhonda, no, we don't know. She said either 7 or 8 central. She doesn't know yet. So as soon as I hear from Sherry, I will put it on the team page and y'all and Paula will too. So we'll get the word out just as fast as we can. And we'll try to
AM or
tag
PM?
everybody. It'll be PM. PM.
Oh, good.
Yep. All right. Registration closes tomorrow, everybody. Okay. So let's talk about July, right? Because lots of exciting things happening. The shared rewards, we talked about that. Paula said, here's your reasonings to start a shared rewards. Okay. So a host will earn the citrus zester, juicer and zester, if they have a party start it between July 1st and the 10th. Okay. Long as their sales hit $200, they're going to get that for free. So that's a really cool thing. First time ever. Yep. That they've offered anything like that. The host rewards. So again, pick anything at 60% off. How cool is that? So it's a pick your own month. And then they have some new party themes, and all of those are on marketing imagery. And then a very cool guest special, the ice cream scoop or the metal straws as an option for you.
While
All right.
supplies last.
Yeah, while supplies last. We learned that last month.
Really important.
So this is in STIR. If you just start Googling STIR, you're going to scroll down. You'll see Laura Polito, which is a fabulous advanced director. I think she's in New York. And she gives some really good tips for hosting in July. So please take a few minutes. It's like less than 5 minutes long to sit there and watch that. So make sure that you are giving that a look over. All right. So last month, we touched base a little bit on host coaching. And so we promised you that we were going to go into more detail because the host coaching is what makes or breaks your shows. So Miss Ann is going to take us through some fabulous tips on host coaching. Take it away, Miss Ann.
Okay, guys. Thank you. So number one thing, host coaching is where you make your money. The party is only where you pick up your paycheck. Okay. That is one thing that has taken a long time for me to learn, and I want you guys to implant it in your brain because it is the truth. If you do not host coach your host, then you are doing a disservice to them and they are not getting the full effect because they all need a little bit of help. That being said, when you book a party with your host, whether it be an in-home party, a virtual party, a catalog party, you want to get to know them a little better. Learn what their lifestyle is like. Are they a working mom? Are they a stay-at-home mom? Are they in and out of sports all the time? Build a relationship with them. Get to know them because you are partnering with them, and the best way that you can help them come up with ideas on where to reach out to get outside orders is by knowing their lifestyle, and that can help generate more income for you and more host rewards for them. So that's why you want to partner with them and build a relationship. Give them tips over the phone. You can give them tips for calling folks, for texting folks, whatever it is. You can have them email, that we talked about last time, how you can go into their host coaching tab and they can actually go send an email to anybody that they have invited via email in their party. That's already there for them. It's basically just go in and they can click, type one email and send it to however many guests they have added in. So that's something to think about. Have them create a wish list. Have them put all the items they want in their cart, because if you know what their target is and what they want to get, you can help them get the sales to achieve those products for free and for half price, and help them get everything on their wish list at a discount. Let's see. This is really small on my screen. So
Sorry.
It's okay. Let's see, take a kitchen tour, have them look in their cabinets and see what they have, pull out products that they may have and they can show to their guest, either while you were there or online. Let's see. I can't hardly read this, Jennifer. I can
Put your
read it
text
better
up.
on my phone.
Yeah, I was like, put your text up.
Let's see. Have I missed anything on here? Oh, help them develop a big guest list. That's something else. Just like we're always trying to think of who we could reach out to book a party, we want to help our hosts come up with who they could reach out to join their party or to come over, who they want to invite. So help them come up with a big list of people. If you're doing an in-home party, you always want to help them come up with 40 people to invite. Now, don't let that scare you. Don't let that scare them. Just let them know that even though they invite 40 people, the likelihood of 40 people actually showing up at their house that night is slim to none. Maybe about 2/3 would show up. So you'd have a good 15 to 20 guests there. That would be an amazing party for them. It would be $1,000 party for sure. And I mean, by guest, I mean adults. I don't mean an adult and their 3 children.
Mm-hmm.
Purchasing guest is what we're looking for.
Robbie, did you have a question? You had your
Yeah,
hand up.
why do people resist doing the wish list, and how do you overcome that when you notice that they just are not doing it?
If you have somebody that's kind of resistant to doing something like that, sorry, you froze a little bit, so I didn't mean to cut you off. But one thing you can do is offer them an extra little gift, and it doesn't have to be something you spend money on. Send them an e-cookbook for going in and creating their wish list, something fun like that. Whether it's an in-home party or a virtual party, you can still send them an e-cookbook, because if they booked a party with you, they've got an email address you can send it to. That would be something like that you could do that wouldn't cost you anything. And, something else is encouraging them to create that wish list, but creating it in their cart. So those items are reserved for them when they go to checkout, and they're not running into an ice cream maker that's not available right now or something like that. Now, when they go to checkout, if they've changed their mind and they don't want a certain product, they can take it out. And guess what? It goes right back into inventory for somebody else.
A little side note, I saw today looking through Stir, and it was in the little email today. Did you guys know that they've added on new e-cookbooks? They have a bunch of e-cookbooks on there now. So go to Stir, click on those, save them all, and send them out when you need something like that Ann said. There's some really cool ones in there, guys. You got to go look at them.
And, Ann, I think part of it too, maybe that is a little helpful, is just the verbiage. I never call it a wish list anymore. I'll say, if money were no object, what you need to do is just throw everything in your cart as if you could just have everything you want. And then don't worry, those items are just reserved for you. But if you don't want any of them, we can delete them all. It does not matter. So I want you to put those in there because, you know, and then, oh, I just want the chopper. Well, that's great. But you know what? What about gifts? What about things? And just keep asking questions. And I think that if you ask enough questions and you explain to them how important it is, like you said, Anne, how that, you know, we want to reserve those items for you. And that is so important because they don't, 99% of the people out there still don't understand or know that we have real-time inventory.
Actually, I think that's the key because I've said everything you guys have said, but I haven't done enough asking. Maybe like, why haven't you put some stuff in your shopping cart? You know, is there nothing you want? And, you know.
And if there's nothing they want, maybe they might need to do a shared rewards. So Karen just put in the comments there, the chat that says for her sister, she utilizes the phrase shopping spree list. And said of course, her sister had over $1,000 party. So a shopping spree list. If you could get anything, put it on there. Go shopping spree. I like that. Thanks, Karen.
You're welcome.
And you let me know whenever you need to change.
I think I'm good here. Unless you see something.
No, I think we're good.
I think we're good. Okay. Invitations. So guys, there's tons of ways to invite. And you know, the way that your host invites depends on the type of person that she is. Okay, we've got postcards, mini catalogs, e-invitations, and Facebook events. Okay. There's also text messages and all kinds of things. I have a host and she generally has anywhere from an $800 to $1,000 party, and she has 1 or 2 a year depending on life in general. And she always wants postcards because she wants to hand them out at church. And that's fine. I will make her postcards. Sometimes I'll give her some mini catalogs and slap a invite label on it, just whatever. But the majority of my invitations, in-home parties and virtual parties, well, in-home parties for me, probably for the last 3 or 4 years has been a picture invitation and a text message, because a lot of my hosts just don't have everybody's address, or they may not see somebody on a regular basis, but they have their phone number so they can text that out to them. But the image that I send to them, they could also print and hand out if they wanted to. And it's nothing special. It just says, please join us for a Pampered Chef brunch party on this date at this time, this address. Please feel free to bring a friend, you know, nothing crazy. It's just something tangible for them to send out. And then I can say to them, hey, how many invites have you sent out? Have you checked to see how many text messages or Facebook messages or emails that you've sent out? And if they say, oh, I've invited about 10 or 12. Okay. All right. Well, that's a great start. Okay. But we want to keep inviting. Don't let that number of 40 scare you, because I promise you, they're not all going to show up. I've had that bite me in the tail one time. And it was during the pandemic. I did a bridal shower. Well, it's not really the pandemic. It was back in April, but you know, we hadn't been quite released. But anyway, I think every single person but one came to that shower. I've never seen so many people in one place at one time. But anyway, that's neither here nor
Wasn't
there.
it a nice surprise?
It was I think it was a $2,800 party, so I was okay with it. But they can also create a Facebook event to invite in conjunction with their messages. Can you guys hear me? Or am I
hear you, but I
frozen?
can't see you.
Yes, I can hear you.
We got you. We can hear you. Uh-oh, we've lost her.
Huh.
You want me
Paula,
to- move
text
on
her.
from.
Yeah, Paula, I want you to share real quick your show that you just closed out and how she invited people.
Okay, so first of all, I want to point out that this flyer that you guys are looking at, Jennifer cut the bottom of it off. This is from 2013. Nothing has changed. Okay, the pictures are different. The kind of flyers we have are different, but this system works. It has worked since I joined the business 26 years ago, except that we didn't have Facebook and we did not have internet when I joined, but it was still phone calls. You could, you called people, you mailed things, you followed up. And so it was the same system. So it's funny. I got a call because as directors, we do get home office leads. And this gal just reached out to me, and there were 2 directors she could have reached out to. She chose me. And she said it just was what I said on my website and my picture. And so she said, I wanted to work with somebody who would help me out to have a good party and to be able that I could meet up for catalogs. Well, the funny thing is I put together a packet with 3 catalogs and some mini catalogs for her to use. And she never picked them up from my husband's work, where I sent them with him because she got really busy because she lives a little over an hour away. She said, look, I don't want to bother my friends. I don't want to do a Facebook party because I have a super private setting on Facebook. She goes, as a matter of fact, I'm going to have to friend you. You probably can't find me. She said, and I'll do some texting and that. She said, but, and I just want you to kind of say a few things and you can send me some stuff. So I sent her some things that she could use to post with, but I spent some time finding out why she was wanting to do this. And she said, well, I had a set of knives and they got dull and they started chipping. And she said, and I called Pampered Chef and they replaced it. She goes, I had that new knife set in a week. So it was the most amazing thing. And I need to make sure my friends know this, how wonderful the products are and the guarantees. So I spent a little time getting to know her, found out what she likes. And so she started posting pictures of her knives, the new knives. She told the story. And I sent her the link. And so she started sharing the link on Facebook and through texting. So and every time an order came in, I sent her a picture that said, thank you for your order. Thanks for ordering, of one of the products that person ordered. So I never do generic thank yous. I always do a product picture. So I just upload a product picture on my phone, write over it, thank you for your order, or thanks for ordering. And so every time somebody would place an order, and I went, this is amazing. This woman was genius. She would post the picture and she would say, thank you, Trey, for your order and helping me get toward my goal. By the way, my party's open for 3 more days. Anybody, y'all, I'm trying to reach a big goal. Here's the link. Every single time she posted a thank you, she posted the link. Every time. And then she said, I did not want my friends when they're going on a timeline, to get overwhelmed with stuff. So she started posting stuff to her story. And she's like, oh my gosh. So we extended it. She asked me then at some point what my highest party ever had been. And I told her, and she said, oh, did she do it for a whole month? I said, no, actually it was a cooking party. She got a few orders before her party. We had the party, and then she got a few orders. She got orders after the party. So if you see the formula here, 5, 15, 5, really important. This gal, I said, no, well, it was like 3,300 and something. She goes, wow, that's crazy. She broke my record with a party that she started on June 25th.
Wow.
And right now I'm getting ready to submit it. And the sales are, I will tell you right here, commissionable sales, $3,366. Since it was double free month, she received $1,580 in free product. Over the moon. She is so excited. But even more, she said to me, and what I said, this is the reason I do what I do. She said, I want to thank you. She goes, every person that you talked to said how friendly you were, how kind you were, and that you were just really interested in them, not trying to get them spend any more money or anything, but you were really thankful for them. And I didn't get a chance to finish making all the calls, but I called about 20 of the 33 people to thank them, and that they were just so kind. I mean, they were very kind back. So she is so excited. But the story there is, you know what? Work it on their terms, keep encouraging them. I sent her videos, I sent her all kinds of things, and she didn't use hardly any of it. But the other thing was, she said, hey, do you have a couple recipes you can post from some of the things that people bought? So somebody ordered the ice cream maker. So I went to my website, I copied and pasted a link to a recipe. Somebody ordered the, a pizza stone, and I did that. Somebody ordered a quick slice. I put something about that. So every time somebody would order something, I'd try to post a recipe using one of the tools they bought. And she's like, that really got people excited. So some new ideas from a customer rather than me.
Yep. Thanks, Paula. And what a great testimony about learning about your host and getting to know them and building that relationship. So, Anne, I see you're back. Paula was sharing about that amazing show. So you can carry on.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you for covering me when I dropped off the face of the earth. I don't know where I stopped because I felt like my screen froze and I was still talking.
You were still talking. We were just talking about invitations, and we heard you about how you send out the text invitation with the picture.
Okay. If you use Facebook as a method of inviting, use it in conjunction with something else, not by itself, because Facebook is so easy for anybody to kind of bypass, and the algorithms can be kind of tricky. So don't rely on that as your sole method of invitation. That was what I was trying to get across when I got the boot. But and just stay in constant contact with your host and reminding them and helping them, because they may think it's okay if they invite 10 or 12 people and that's all they want to invite, but you have to help them understand that they're not all going to come. So that's the main thing. And Paula, you covered the 5-15-5. So.
And another thing about the host, once she goes in and sets up her account through the host dashboard link and stuff that we talked about last time, she can send out invitations through her dashboard. So they're email invitations. So make sure she's aware of that and sends out those things. Because if you are doing a home cooking show, it's really cool because all those people's names and emails are already in there. So if you're filling out the paper form at the show, that information is already entered for you. All right, anything that we didn't cover, or anybody have any questions about host coaching in general? You see how important it is.
I do need to cover one other thing that's not on a slide.
Okay.
So guys, if you are running virtual parties, because they are still a thing and they're going to be around for a while, even though you're going to have some cooking shows now, if that's what you want to do. But if you're running virtual parties, you need to be in contact with your host every single day from the time that you set that party up until the time that you close that party, because that is your only method of host coaching with them, basically. And that is your way of building a relationship with them. And it's also that is your ticket in the door to signing them up to join your team, because you need to be offering this opportunity, because look what it's done for you. Just think about, especially you guys that have been around for a little while, think about if somebody hadn't asked you if you wanted to join this business and you want to talk to them, you want to offer it 5 times to them, but you're not going to offer it the same 5 ways every time. You might say, hey, we're getting ready to set up your party now. I want to see if you have any interest in trying something like this out. We can flip it to you. I'll help you run the party, and you can make the commission and be the host and get the host rewards. And they may say, yeah, you know what? I really am interested. But they may say no, and that's okay. If they're not interested in that, that's okay. But you're going to come up And you're going to circle back to that a couple of times, and you're going to say, hey, you just earned $25 in Kit credit. If you wanted to utilize that, we can stop this party right now and flip it over to you. I mean, you just have to ask them different ways. You are basically doing my job for me. Are you sure you don't want to try this out? Like, those are things. And the reason that you want to present it to them 5 times is because people say no. I know I'm getting frozen again, I think.
No, you're good.
Okay. People say no to things that they don't understand initially. And in a day or so, they may see how you function and how things work for you. And they may say, hey, you know what? I could probably do this. And you also want to send them things so that they are posting in their party. You want to make it an effortless thing for them, because all they have to do is copy and paste, maybe edit the wording to sound a little bit more like them. But you want to send them those things to make it easier for them as well. So don't forget that if you are running virtual parties, be in constant communication with your host daily. From the moment that you set that Facebook group up to the moment that you close that party, that's where you're going to build a relationship. Because, hey, she's going to say, well, I've got to go because I'm at work. Okay, well, what do you do? I mean, that's a good ticket into finding out more about somebody, especially somebody that you've probably met in another party online, and you don't have the slightest idea about them. You don't know if they have kids, you don't know. So it's a good way to build a relationship, and then also help them make the most of their party as well. So I just wanted to kind of touch base on that. And I use a document on Google Docs that I basically go by to talk to my host and to help me communicate with them, because I need a thoughtless process. And that to me is a thoughtless process, so that I don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. So that's just what I wanted to go in there about that.
Awesome.
Anybody have any questions? Robbie?
Yeah, count on me. I'm just going to throw this out there because I keep encountering it. And that is, first of all, that more and more people are dropping out of Facebook and dropping out of social media. And I have a lady right now that I'm going to do a party with that not only does not do anything with the internet, she does not text. Her phone is not even capable of that.
Wow.
It's old school, Robbie. We talked about that. I said, this is how
we did. I just want to share that with other people, because, this is happening. And, and I had Zoe who was like, I don't do any, she did do texting, but, we really got to go back to basics and be creative with some of these things.
Definitely screenshot this, and we're going to try to upload it, because this really is, if you look at it, this is how to do a cooking party. You can use this, also works for virtual and that, but this, when you look at this, it's saying, look, you have invitations to hand out. You can mail them out. And I know that helped you, Robbie, because you mailed invitations. She went old school with her party. And so when you look at this, remember, if you do not coach your host, it's like one of these things. I used to kind of make a little joke about it when I would do the training with our host packets, because you need to put outside order forms in them, and Robbie found them. You can print them off for the month. It has a special on them. You can still do that. So if somebody's doing a cooking party, you send them a catalog, you send them outside order forms, you send more than one. Usually I include 2 or 3 catalogs with outside order forms with 50 invitations. That's how I did it up until the pandemic. The last party I did before everything started was $1,700. It was a cooking show. I mean, and Jennifer knows she's a cooking show queen too. You need to make sure and remember that your hosts don't know what they don't know. So my favorite question that I'd say, okay, so you give your host a packet, or you mail the mail the packet to a host, and you call him or her up and you're like, okay, so did you get your packet? They're like, did you open it? So do you have any questions? Nope. Nope, all makes sense. And then you hang out and you're like, great, they're going to have a great party. They're not going to invite anybody. They didn't get any outside orders. They think that if they call 8 friends the day before, they're all going to show up. Okay. And they're going to all spend $500, you know? So your host coaching is just essential. And really, and Ann said it, you know, look, y'all, this is where you make your money. You are going to pick up that paycheck either at the virtual party online, at the texting party, or at the cooking party. And you are not going to make your money just at the party. You have to do, this is where the work is. The rest of it's the fun part.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other questions? All right. We got to keep on
I
moving.
know you got something else to add, Jennifer. Come on.
No, y'all took care of it really good. Because here's the fun part. Who is ready for live cooking shows? Raise your hand. Let's see some waves out there. Let's see something. I see a few hands.
Well, Alan is so stinking excited. He's like, I cannot wait to do cooking shows.
Oh, good. All right. Aisha raised her hand. Karen raised her hand. I saw some of you guys wave. So good job. I'm excited. I actually did 5 live cooking shows last month for June. And let me tell you, guys, my lowest show was a little over $800. I just closed today a $2,200 show.
Well, that was the wine party.
No, that was not the wine party. The
Oh.
wine party was like $1,800. So this is another one. So, guys, people are dying to get out. They're dying to get together and be with their friends and just be together. So here, you know, why do you want to have a live cooking show? And guys, I want you to think of it as if you've done a Zoom show, if you've gone live on Facebook, it's exactly the same thing. You're just doing it in somebody else's home. Okay. So people are coming, they're drinking. You want to encourage drinking because the more they drink, the more they buy. I'm like, drink up, folks. Keep
Just
the
don't
rest
join
going.
in till the end. I'm just saying. Because it's really hard now.
So you want it, you know, they're interacting with each other. I had them to come up and try out the closing cut, filleting a chicken breast in half. If they try it, they're going to buy it. So if you're okay with this stuff, guys, they are perfectly fine. They're not worried about germs. They're not worried about everything being wiped down. They're just there to have a good time. They're dying at the bottom there to get out of the stinking house. So they want to have fun with their friends, and you're there, you're informing them, you know, they might be this woman in the picture, right? And don't have the clue what to do in the kitchen. And you're teaching them some great tips that they don't know about. I gave some pineapple tips. We're doing the Jamaican jerk salad. And this woman just said, oh my gosh, that was worth every bit of the price of admission. You know, I learned so much here tonight. If you just don't know what these people are dying to eat up as far as information wise. So if you're ready, get out, talk to people, you know, see if they're ready to get out, because people are trying to find a good way to have fun and be helpful. And yes, they're still cooking. And you know what? They might, if they're not cooking, they might be ready for a wine, cheese, and chocolate show. Okay. So think about what is it? Again, in the host coaching, you're going to talk to them, find out what it is that and their friends are excited about, what their interests are in. They may not want to do, but just an appetizer. But let me tell you a little bit of difference. Now, back in the olden days, pre-pandemic, I did 2 recipes, a main dish and a dessert, or an appetizer and a dessert. I'm now just doing 1 recipe because guess what? We learned during the virtual world, they don't need to see everything that you've got. We learned that you don't have to take your whole kitchen to go to a cooking show. You just need to take what you're actually using. We also learned that people will share with each other what they are interested in, maybe what they already have. So get them talking. I also learned that, you know what? Half of these people are there to socialize and the other half are there to kind of halfway listen to you. So don't be offended if you get there and they're halfway listening. I did a whole show with the wine people. They stayed in the living room. I was in the kitchen. I had half of them in the kitchen, half of them in the living room. you know, they still placed orders. They were just there to see each other and to get out. And they still placed an order. So, you know, that's all that really counts. They were there. They were to have fun. Shows may be a little bit longer because of that fact. They want to stay. They want to socialize. So don't get offended, number one, and then be prepared to be a little bit longer. But so far, everything has been well worth it time-wise for me. And it's been good for me to get out and see other people too. And I got rejuvenated. I mean, I had the blahs with the virtual shows. I got to tell you, I seriously had the blahs. So when I started doing, I got so excited for my first show, and the excitement has still been there. So think about going out. Are any of you guys brand spanking new that you've never done a cooking show before and you have no clue how to even approach this with anybody?
Never done it in home.
Rhonda, that's funny.
Never. I know with this personality, you would think.
I know.
My biggest thing, and you know, my biggest thing is me personally, I'm not that great of a cook.
Okay.
We're pampered, not perfect.
Right. And that's,
I know, I use that term all the time, trust me. But I'm just saying, it's like, you know, I got my go-to stuff, and, you know, it's like the taco ring. I want to try something like that so much, but I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna work.
so what you got to do is find your go-to Pampered Chef recipe. Try it at home first. Make sure that it flows well, because guess what? Another thing that we're learning is you don't have to show every little step of that recipe. Do a lot of it ahead of time before anybody even gets there, Rhonda. And then all you're doing is the basics. Boom, boom, boom. And telling them some tips, having fun with them, joking around with them. You don't have to be an excellent cook. That's one thing about Pampered Chef. Look at all the fabulous recipes that we have out there. Yeah. All you got to do is ask around, see what's a really good. That Jamaican jerk salad that I've been doing is amazing. And I've been making it in the rectangle cool and serve, new cool and serve tray. It is fabulous. So talk to somebody that is seasoned, find a great recipe, try it at home, make sure that you're comfortable with it, and then you'll be excited. You'll be, girl, I was so nervous for my first cooking show. It would have been, over a year since I had a cooking show. I felt like I was doing my very first cooking show all over again. And it took me almost to the fourth show before I actually did a show right. I mean, one show, I can't remember all my problems that I did for all my shows. One show, I arrived with absolutely no catalogs and no order forms, no nothing. I left them at home.
Oh,
you got to improvise, guys. It was
my big fear. I know I'm going to forget so much. I had a system. I never unpacked my kit. I am like, it was just crazy.
Yep. It's taken me a while to get back into the groove, but now that I feel like I'm back into the groove. So you can't be scared. You just kind of, like we told you with virtual shows, we said, you just got to jump in and do it. We told you to share rewards, just got to jump in and do it. So jump in and do one. If you are not sure, host one yourself, because you're the best host, right? You have all your products. You don't have to worry about forgetting something. You should have all the ingredients. I mean, you should be fabulous. Host your own show.
And I will tell you one little thing, Jennifer, that I think is a fun little tip. If you do want to have your own and you're worried about maybe some of your friends who aren't quite as dependable as you'd like them to be, and you're afraid they're not going to show up, you just call each friend and say, now I'm just making sure you're coming. Can you bring a potato? And then you ask somebody else, can you please bring a block of cheese, can you please, and you just go down this list of, now you're going to make sure you still have the ingredients at home, but it is so much fun because you have people and they're walking in the house and they'll like hand you a potato and, and then the next person will hand you a block of cheese or, whatever. And I'll tell you, it is one way to get people there because they will call or text you to let you know they're not coming. If they have something that you need for that recipe, then they're likely to show up. And that is so much fun for your own party to do that. And it's just funny because people are coming to your door with food in their hand.
Mhm.
And it does help. And of course, people are so excited right now. Just in this past week, people who I talked to, during all this craziness, one of them just sent me an email and said, yeah, I want you to come and do some plant-based recipes. She has a business. She's a nutritionist. And I talked to her about Sandy, our the woman in our test kitchens. And she eats plant-based. And there's some blogs about myth busting plant-based. And so I was talking to her about it, and she's like, I am so excited. I want you to come and do a demo at her business. And she does classes. So she's going to put me as one of the classes and let people know it's Pampered Chef. And then another gal just reached out and said, can you do a bridal shower this fall? Are you doing live parties? So I know, Jennifer, like you said, people are coming out of the woodwork. They want you to offer them a live party.
Just got to get the word out, guys, and talk. So Alan said he's going to be hosting a relaunch party. Woohoo! Way to go, Mr. Alan. So, it's fun. I will share that these hosts have really sent out reminders. They invited and sent out reminders. Same thing that you would do for any type of show. So make sure that again, host coaching goes right to it. I will share that all but one had so many RSVPs and all those people showed up. Everybody else had way more people show up than who had RSVP, which is opposite from what it was from before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So I found that very, very interesting. So I'm not saying it's going to happen with every one of your shows, but prepare the host just in case.
So Ann was doing cooking shows. Ann, what kind of recipes were you doing?
Simple.
Yep.
Barbecue chicken dip in the quick cooker, or salsa chicken in the quick cooker. Just because it was easy. Especially while I was pregnant, I couldn't take but so much anyway. So I was very adamant about one recipe.
Perfect.
And you
How
did
about you, Paula?
nachos at your last one, didn't you, Ann?
What did I do with my last one?
I thought you said it was nachos.
Yeah.
And then Paula, how about you?
I haven't done any cooking shows yet this year. I haven't had any takers. All of
No,
my
but
people
what were
are
you
still
doing
scared.
prior to all this?
Oh, I am a main dish and a dessert. I still do too. Because I think if you show dessert in the rock crock, people are gonna buy it.
Chocolate peanut butter cake
I
every
could do
time.
that chocolate peanut butter pie. I don't even know what it's called. The peanut butter cup pie cake in my sleep, and people buy a rock crock at full price just for that, because they
Nice.
can make that cake in 12 minutes.
Sarah, do you mind if Sarah Gilreath, I saw you pop in. You were also doing a lot of cooking shows. What were a couple of your go-tos? Because I know people are asking, what do you do?
Yeah. I would do the quinoa bowl with the chicken. I do the chicken in the deep cover baker. The fajitas, the weeknight fajitas in the deep cover baker or the rock crock. And then of course the chocolate peanut butter cake.
Y'all catching a theme here? Y'all, we all kind of do the same, it's a dessert in the rock crock and then use one of the other power tools for another recipe.
Can I share something funny real quick about that peanut butter cake? Chocolate peanut butter. I made it a couple of times here, and then when I had my in-person home party here at my house, I decided to embellish on the fly. The cake didn't quite cook in the middle, and nobody cared. They said, that looks so good, I want to eat it anyway, and they devoured the thing. But I
You
don't
just give them a
recommend-
spoon.
I don't advise embellishing on the fly, but you can get over it.
Oh, and this month, so one of my bookings was from a show from the previous month, and it had to be on a Tuesday. So guess what we did? We did chicken tacos in the quick cooker for Taco Tuesday. So, anything, if you do something this month, make sure you're using the quick cooker because it's on sale, 25% off.
And I told y'all, if you weren't on earlier, I did the salsa chicken with the cilantro lime rice. Guys, it's a really cheap recipe. It's 2 pounds of chicken breasts, basically a jar of salsa, 1 jalapeno pepper, a medium onion, and then it's rice, fresh cilantro, and a lime. And then you bring your Southwest seasoning. If you don't have it, you can use taco seasoning. And it says to serve it on lettuce, but of course you buy the 6-inch. So just a tip, do not buy the big tortillas. Any recipe you're doing, if it's the fajitas, any type of taco, soft taco, always buy the 6-inch tortillas because you will not have enough otherwise. People will fill up those 8-inch and it's so the 6-inch flour tortillas. We have a tortilla warmer. I mean, there's so much to show, but Mexican goes over big, and that is a really good recipe. It makes a lot, wouldn't you say, Ann? A lot of food.
And remember, we're still the same. We're not caterers.
Yep.
Okay. We are there to give everybody a sample size of everything. So make
And
sure your host
everybody will
understands
get
that.
everybody will get a 6-inch. If you have 25 people there, everybody is going to get a 6-inch salsa chicken easily. And then
Nancy asked in the chat if we're going to take the air fryer to a show. Yes, I took my air fryer when I was doing the Jamaican chicken salad. I did the air fryer and I took my grill pan and grill press.
All right, I have a quick question.
Okay,
Another
Karen.
easy, really good recipe for the quick cooker, if y'all are thinking about it, is the there's barbecue chicken bowls. And if they don't like Mexican, that's another really good recipe because you do the barbecue chicken in the bottom and the black beans in the top, and then you make a coleslaw on the side. That's really easy.
Yum.
Okay.
I do
Karen?
salsa chicken and mine all the time.
Okay. Karen, you had a question?
Yes, I just had a quick question. Kind of like old school, you know, you go to someone's home and it's live, and they would have all of the recipe items there waiting on you, and then you would cook it. So when you were doing a virtual show, was anybody asking the hostess to, since you're doing like on Zoom, unless you're like in their home, which you wouldn't be, would be actual live. Are you all still asking the hostess when you're doing a live show to have the recipe items, or are you just bringing the recipe items?
I think that's going to be up to you, Karen. I had one of my hosts, she is go, and she does not cook. So she just paid, she said, look, just bring the recipe ingredients and I'll pay you for them. And I went to college with her, so I didn't mind doing that one bit. It was easy. I could prep my stuff here, so I didn't have to arrive quite as early. If you buy in bulk, that might be an option for you. Otherwise, I told everybody else, you know, what the recipe ingredients were, and they had them there and ready.
Okay.
So if you notice, Jennifer said, I told them what the recipe ingredients were. You never want to email your host the recipe because it will say 1 medium onion chopped, 8 ounces of cheese grated. Well, guess what? You're going to get there and it's all going to be done, or they bought bags of grated cheese. So you want to change those up. And even sometimes the ingredient list will say grated cheese. You need to make sure that you change that. So I kind of, you know, I look at the recipe, I copy it, and then I paste the ingredients and change anything that says grated chop, just get rid of everything. I just make an ingredient list. And yeah, you never want to send the recipe to your host.
And that goes back to host coaching too. Part of the host coaching is talking to them, finding out before the show, hey, how many people do you have coming? Go over the directions because you're trying to travel to their house and Google's going to be off the wall. And a lot of times I say, well, Google's going to send you this way, but you really need to go this way. So make sure you do that in case you're going to show up in Union Cross Road in Kernersville or Union Cross Road in Yadkin County. Okay. So you need to double check that. And then you're going to double check all the recipe ingredients and make sure that they have it on hand. What needs to be washed is washed, and anything else, just don't do anything with it. Just make sure you go over all that information.
Don't open the cans. Don't, don't crack the egg. Don't do anything.
And we're going to try to do a little bit more training on this. We may next month we're going to be doing new products, but you know, we're going to start trying to go back to live demos at our meetings. So, you know, call us. And I got a text from Rhonda. She wants to talk, you know, let us know. We are here. Your directors have done live cooking shows, every one of us. So we're here to help you guys with all that. Okay. Any other questions? Because we need to move on. We got a lot more meeting left. All right, selling tips. So we talked about, getting our shows, well, somewhat booked ideas. So make sure that you guys have seen, and there's images on Marketing Imagery of these great new sets. And this was a great example of what Paula was saying. They took out the barbecue scraper because they needed to have some for the sets for the guest special last month. Okay. So make sure that you are having these, you're talking about them, you're talking about how discounted they are. The air fryer, 25% off. Yes, your host can use their half price, or guess what? In May for a regular show, they get a 60% off item. So if they want 60% off the 25% off air quick cooker, they can do that. Shared rewards, they can get the discount that they earn on these discounted prices already. So you have to focus on these and talk about them, and then cross sell. What other products can you cross sell with some of these to get them to the $80 or get them to the $100 and free in shipping? Guys, cross selling and telling people when they're close to the next level got me several $100 more worth of orders on these last shows, because I'd get some that had $130. I contact them. Hey, if you had $20 more, if you had one more thing on your wish list, you're going to get free shipping. Okay. Add that citrus press on there, $25 product. So you just never know what people are going to add on to get something else for free. So cross sell, all that good stuff with any of these.
Do the math. If they buy
Yep.
3 of these sets, that's $177. And so at the 20, and then they get 25% off. I mean, it's just, yeah, this
Make
is,
sure
this
you've
is
got-
really good.
Make sure you got your own show open again. If you submitted yours for the double free, start another one hold it to the next double free and go ahead and put this kind of stuff on there. And you're going to have your own show, and you're going to be active, and you're going to get a commission check, and you're going to be super happy for collecting this, or advertise these on your Facebook pages.
And remember, if you run your own shared rewards, you will get these items and you can get the 25% off. So that's a super good discount for any of these sets. So just keep that in mind as well. If you are having your own shared rewards party, you are allowed to do that, and you're getting commission on it as well. There's no limitation. You are actually getting commission on your purchase of this. So if we do really quick, the $68 item is on sale for $59. I'm just going really quick, 59 times 0.75. You're going to get that for $44.25. And then if you're at the, say, 22% commission, you're going to get like another $9.50 in commission, or $9. So guys, this is crazy. I mean, so basically, you get it for $44.25 and then almost $10 commission on it. So
Nice.
Look at what you can get. It's like getting it for half price.
Paula and her math. Way to point it out.
I'm the math gal.
Because I can do it too quick. All right. So again, what's in it for you? We talked about the shared rewards. So when you start a party, now these have to be submitted by the 17th, and they have to be set up by the 10th. So make sure that if you're going to start one, you need to do it, and you need to get your host to get in there by July 10th. We still have some time left. You can get that Pamper Chef water bottle, and then when you submit $1,000, you get a beach towel that matches our cute little kitchen towels. So I know everybody's going to want some more of these promotional items, because what a great way when you're going to the beach and you're going to the pool to be able to help advertise your business, because it's summertime, guys. We do have summer plans. We have a life, right? So you need to be able to incorporate Pamper Chef into your activities that you're doing with your family, or you by the pool by yourself laying out in the sun. Paula Nessa Road shows her little pool on her back deck, and she shows her Pamper Chef towel across her lounge chair back there. She's always got it up. So you can count on that whenever you see a picture of Paula getting ready to lounge in her pool. So what a great way to advertise your business and get it for free. And you get commission. Woo! All right. So again, Ann talked about host coaching and talking about sharing the rewards and being able to start your host at a discount. always a good time to start. Don't forget those new consultant rewards are rocking and rolling. People are really getting a lot of money and great products with that. So it's always a good time to recruit. And July 8th at noon Central Time, they're having a Meet Your Own Pampered Chef webinar. So images are on marketing imagery that you can share that with anybody that has any interest, and be sure to let your director know if you have somebody just jumping on a call so we can help you follow up with them. All right, so August at a glance. Here we go. August guest special is going to help promote our taste buds, and then our host special, cast iron, and then what? A new season surprise. And all of us that are going to conference are going to know what that's going to be first. So I'm excited. Maybe we're getting a new piece of cast iron. I don't know what it's going to be. So let's see, a consultant sales offer is going to be announced July 16th. Oh, that's right around the corner. So we'll be looking out July 16th and marketing imagery for the Stir and information for that. So what I want you guys to do is, Excellence is coming up or just started. So we're in the brand new phase of it. If you want to earn some goodies, we're going to learn what they're going to be at National Conference, and everybody just started June 1st. So we're all in the running for Excellence Awards, and we're all still earning our trips for this year. So make sure that you're watching. Talk to your director if you want to try to achieve any of this. I want to go back real quick to bookings, because we talked about everybody's busy. You're busy. Your guests are busy. Your future hosts are busy. So you need to talk to them, pencil them in, work. Even if you're working on July now and they said, oh, let me know, I can do one in August. Go ahead and get that August date on your calendar so that those folks, you say, just let me pencil you in. They feel a little bit more of a commitment by doing that. So make sure that you take time for yourself, but you help take time to get your business going too. So like I said, if you're going to the pool, have something Pampered Chef there. Take something in your cool and serve tray. Take your towel, take a catalog, take something so that you're getting the word out and you're working it. And that way, if you go to the beach and you go to a restaurant and you talk to somebody about the opportunity, or you get a virtual show booked, guess what? You've got a tax deduction because you went and you worked and you, was successful with that. Let your kids, if you're got the kids at home this summer, make sure that you say, hey, they're dying to go to the pool. You know what? Mommy really has to do these few things here in her business before we go to the pool. So you guys need to be good, be on your best behavior, because the faster I can get this done, the faster we can get to the pool. So I know some of you guys may have kids at home and may have that situation right now. But well, everybody's probably had the kids at home because of the virus, but they may not be going to camp. They may be just being around. So make sure that you're working and helping with the kids. On that note, other people may have kids at home too. So what a great time to do maybe a kids in the kitchen cooking class. That could be a live show. Look through Dash, look through some of the activities that they have there for shows and for kids, and see if you can come up with some ideas for that. Be sure to look on marketing imagery also for ideas for new theme shows, again, that they just come out, so you can incorporate some of those. Follow up with anybody who may have in the last year or so, even before the pandemic, who said, oh, I want to have a cooking show when everything started opening back up. Find that list, call those people, talk to them. Think of anybody who really had anything major on their wish list, because this month they get to choose what their item is going to be at 60% off. Who are you seeing on Facebook who is bored to death, who is just looking for something to do, maybe posted something about a kitchen disaster, or the kids are bored? Try to read between the lines of what your friends are posting and see who might need a kids in the kitchen cooking theme party, or they got a brand new pool. Hey, you want to show off your brand new pool? Let's have a Pampered Chef show out by the poolside. Have a no cooking. That's one of the new themes, is a no cooking show. So again, just look as you're looking through Facebook and think, oh, Pampered Chef would be great for that person because, and somebody might be struggling for money, and that might be the type of person that you want to follow up with too. So I hope those tips are a little bit helpful, because the summertime is so important, guys. We have to keep summer going in order to keep the fall going also. Next month is on a Wednesday. Y'all pay attention to this. Wednesday, August 4th. And the reason we're doing that is my Bible study is going to be starting back up in September. So that's why I've been able to do Tuesday nights Zoom meetings. So we're going to move them to Wednesday, and we're going to try to do live in August because we're going to be having the new fall products. We're going to get to play with them, see them, touch and feel them, but I'm also going to be doing it via Zoom. So Paula and her group and Ann and her group can join in. So we'll have some people here doing live. And if you've got some people at your house, doing live with you, that would be great too. So it's going to be a little complicated, but I'm hoping we're going to be able to get all that together. So, because I'm excited to see you guys and get everybody back in. But summertime's always busy, so I didn't even try to do it over the summer. With vacations going on, attendance is normally fairly low anyway. So hope you can join us live for those of you local to me on Wednesday. And hey, if you want to, well, Paula, you don't know where you're going to be next month. So I would say show up at Paula's house and we'll do a big Zoom here and a big Zoom there. Everybody can show up at Ann's house.
I'll be in between houses, y'all. So you just stop at one of them. We'll be good. So Jennifer, should we can stop recording if you want. We can just open this up. I know we have some newer people on. Maybe they have questions about shared rewards. Maybe they have questions about the promotions, how just different things going on right now. If we maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
So if you guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you listen to the recording, thank you for doing that too. We are going to stop, and that way you guys can, if you have to go, you can go on and leave.